Here's something you guys wouldn't guess looking at me. In high school, I was both prom king and homecoming king, and that shouldn't have happened. That seems like a mistake. Like, on some level, I get that people were voting for me ironically, but what a dumb thing to ironically do. They didn't dump pig's blood on me. They put a crown on my head, and I had a very nice time. I'm sure some girls were dancing with me ironically, but it wasn't like I had an ironic boner. Would have been fine with getting ironically laid, but no one wanted to take the joke that far. They were like, that's too mean, we picked on this guy enough. I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea. I was actually bullied in high school. I got put in a locker once. I wasn't shoved in a locker. What happened was this guy I knew was like, hey, I bet you won't fit in my locker. And I was like, no, I could probably fit in there. And I climbed in, and he shut it, and he's like, wow, you really can fit in there. Ah, shit, this isn't my locker. And he walked away, and I was stuck in there. Way worse than getting shoved into a locker. I got tricked into a locker, you guys. That's much more embarrassing. Another time I'm in 9th grade gym class, dude was picking on me. He goes, hey, have you ever even had sex? And I was still 6 years away from having sex. So I said, have you? And he's like, yeah. And I know we were allowed to do that in 9th grade. So I didn't really have any good comebacks at that point. And the best thing I came up with was, yeah? Well, I bet you have AIDS. And then he kicked my ass. And I deserved it, but I like that my mind went there. Like, oh, you've had sex one time? Well, then I bet you have the only STD I've ever heard of. Boom. Got it. There he goes. He dropped out the next year, so it's cool.